Good morning, everyone. I'm Meg Coyle. We will get you back to regular programming in a minute, but first, some breaking news. Multiple officers have been shot in Lakewood. 4, in fact, have been shot and killed. It was just recently confirmed. We want to go to King 5's Drew Mickelson. He is on the scene with more on what happened there. Drew?
Meg, we're reporting live from Parkland at Steele and 112th, and this is where 4 officers were shot and killed around 8 o'clock this morning. We're zooming in here to the Cafe Forza strip mall. That's where it happened, inside the Cafe Forza, right around 8 o'clock. What we're told is 4 officers, we're not sure what agencies they worked for, but there were 4 officers who were about to start a day shift. They were sitting in the Cafe Forza when someone walked in and opened fire, shooting and killing all 4 of those officers. There were other customers in the cafe at the time. There were baristas. They were not hit. They saw what happened, though, and they saw at least one person, maybe 2 people, leave from here. We're trying to get a better description on who they're looking for. Here's some details from Detective Ed Troyer.
This was a targeted, selected ambush. 4 officers inside the coffee shop working on their computers, marked cars in the parking lot. Baristas were inside and customers. The only people hit were law enforcement officers.
Anything said before this? I mean, witnesses saying, oh,
nope.
They said this, or we're wearing this?
No, that's what happened. As sad, as random as it is, and cold-hearted, that's exactly what happened. It's I wish there was. Hopefully we'll have an answer, but there's nothing more we can tell you more than that right now, because that's as cold-hearted as it is. That's exactly what happened. And so we're in the process of trying to know.
Police say this was not part of a robbery. This was apparently not even a specific targeted thing, and you heard him say there that nothing was said before the shots were fired. Apparently, they think this was just an ambush. We asked if any threats had been called into any agencies down here in the Pierce County area, and he said nothing specific, but he says that police get threats all the time. So they're obviously investigating anything that could lead them to figure out who did this and why. What we're being told right now is that they're as generic as you can get, but a white and a black male in a car that has not been identified yet. They are working right now to try to get some more details from the people who were inside the Cafe Forza. They said that the Detective Troyer said at this point in the investigation, what they are really relying on is the public. So they are offering a $10,000 reward as of right now, and they say that reward likely will grow, but they want someone caught on this, obviously, as soon as possible. People in this area have reason to be concerned if there are gunmen driving around here, but obviously police want these people caught before they hurt anyone else. Reporting live in Parkland, Drew Mickelson, King 5 News.
And Drew, McChord Air Force Base in that vicinity as well. How concerned are they that you've got these gunmen who just walked into a cafe and killed 4 police officers, now around a couple of military installations?
I think it's safe to say that everyone in this area is very concerned. There is a police presence like I have not seen in Pierce County in a couple of years. You can see the cars are just lined up. You can be sure that everyone there at McChord and even at Fort Lewis next door is keeping a close eye on all of their entrances as well. This is something that will be building throughout the morning for sure.
All right, Drew Mickelson will be checking back with you frequently. Thank you so much for that update. Want to check in now with King 5's Jim Foreman. He is live in the newsroom. Jim, this is coming so closely on the heels, of course, the death of Officer Timothy Brenton, which also appeared to be an ambush, very similar circumstances. But this sort of thing just rocks you to your core, whether you're in law enforcement or not.
Absolutely. And now, of course, the job number 1 is to find who's responsible and get them off the streets, if nothing more than the public safety. As we heard Drew say, law enforcers have a very vague description of who they're looking for. 1 white man, 1 African-American man in an unknown car. Well, that could change fairly quickly. Most modern businesses today are well equipped with security cameras, especially these coffee shops. So hopefully they have cameras trained out into the parking lot to get to what car they drove away in. You know, talking to witnesses, as we're back to live pictures now, you can talk to 6 different witnesses and get 6 different descriptions of a car. So what you do is you try and split the difference and get that broadcast out. You know, very well they may know who they're looking for by now. it has been fairly quickly that we've gotten some new details about who they're looking for and what they're looking for in terms of a car. But whether that car was stolen, does it belong to the person who's driving it? We just don't know. That's a question for law enforcers. And of course, the degree of which the cop on the beat right now is going on about his or her job has just ratcheted up intensely. You know, when we were talking about the murder of Tim Brenton, that that he gunned down one police officer in cold blood, tried to kill Britt Sweeney, his partner. Now you have some people who walked in and simply gunned down 4 police officers inside a coffee shop. You see more and more law enforcers starting to arrive here. It happened near the McCord Gate area. It's an area that had seen its share of trouble. It's been the site of some recent building. They've cleaned up the area quite significantly. But what just went down in that coffee shop, we don't know. In some cities, 4 officers can't sit in a coffee shop in uniform. It's just not done because they've had such terrible incidents. Philadelphia had a police officer a few years ago shot and killed as he walked into a Dunkin' Donuts. So police are apparently targets wherever they are sitting. And today, for whatever reason, around 8:30 this morning at the cafe